Dorothee, I want to wish you well as you pursue your studies. You set an example of what a Christian life and person is supposed to be. And the list of things that you have done over the years for Hope is endless, not the least of which has been that you were the glue that kept Hope functioning while we were without a permanent pastor. So happy that you will continue to lead our ladies' Bible study. They are provoking, enjoyable, and even with some of my off-the-wall comments, it does make one of the highlights of my week. My prayer for you is that you will now be able to attend services at Hope without having to jump up and do something somewhere or someone needs something. You are truly a blessing to Hope.
Hi, Dorothee. You have been an amazing friend, my go-to person for almost everything that I've needed, and we've been through a lot of stuff together for many years. You've always been there when I've needed you, and I wish you well on your next adventure, whatever it is. Good luck to you. God's blessings. Amen.
Good morning, Dorothee. This is just supposed to be a short clip, so I'll talk fast. Thanks again for all your wonderful work ever since I've been at Hope, starting in October of 2016. You've been the moving force, and you're so good at what you do. So thank you for all the things you've done to make Hope a better place to worship and a fun place to be. Wish you all the best for the holidays. Love, Gary.
Dorothee, young lady, where do I begin? Your mind is brilliant. Your organizational skills are beyond exceptional. Your interpersonal skills are enviable. You have been a huge asset to the administration of Hope Church. I'm not sure what we would have done without your gifts, and I hope we never have to find out. From the minute the Joneses began attending Hope, you have jumped in to serve at every turn. You have assisted with your skills and gifts in the areas of administration, organization, music, leading Bible studies, family promise, helping those in need, caring for families in our church, and on and on and on and on. Most of all, Dorothee, you are a model for a godly woman. It's too long for me to read, but check out Proverbs 31, particularly verses 25 and 26. It makes me think of you. However and wherever God calls you, I'm sure you will be well used. Thank you, Dorothee, for your hundreds and thousands of contributions, and thank you for being you. And God bless you. I love you.
Hi, Dorothee. This is Dan and Tracey. I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you for all you've done for us in the congregation, in the church, and the community around us. We really appreciate the work you've done, and we really appreciate you.
Dorothee, I've really enjoyed our fellowship over the last years, and I really, really appreciate all that you've done for the church and the hours of service and all the sacrifice you've given. And we just want to wish you well on this next leg of your journey. And we just want to give you a thank you. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you.
Dear Dorothee, I feel as though this could be Paul writing something to his Christian friends in the early church. I hope I can read this and get through it without crying. Anyway, Paul's writings were to commend them for their accomplishments and to encourage them through their new endeavors as they encouraged and entered this new world and to meet goals that were yet to be determined. Thank you for the janitorial work that you have done, the number of toilets you've scrubbed, and for all the secretarial tasks that you've performed, both for the pastors as well as for the congregation. And I want to thank you for leading the women's group on Wednesday morning, for being a facilitator and a leader, a strong leader there. And also want to thank you for all the other tasks that you've done. And I pray that God will hold you in His hand and keep you close, and that you will be well trained, I know you will be, to make pots of coffee and gallons of lemonade when you get to heaven. Thank you again for all that you've given to us as individuals and as a group. Thank you for bringing me personally the Sunday morning bulletin so that I'm able to share and use that along with the Sunday morning services, as well as with Nancy Gray's service, her Bible study on Saturdays. Again, our love and our appreciation.
Hey, Jeanette, I got an email here from Pastor Fernandez. He's asking for thank you videos for Dorothee. Do you remember a Dorothee from Hope? Okay. Just kidding. Dorothee, thank you for your service to Hope and your partnership with me during the vacancy. We made a heck of a team, and our accomplishments wouldn't have been possible without you. And you were so much more than an admin, and your leadership and encouragement was greatly appreciated by me, and I wish you all the best in the next chapter. Thank you so much. God bless.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Dorothy, I just wanted to say thank you for all the stuff that you've done for Hope over all these years, ever since Pastor Moreno's deployment to Cuba and going through all the process of calling a new pastor. You've been a great help to everyone at Hope and a great inspiration. You even cleaned up Pastor's old office. I also want to thank you for bringing in some new God Hope shirts. You can tell I got some paint on my old one, the one that says Quest Elementary on it. So that was probably from one of our Habitat for Humanity jobs or something like that. So it's great that we'll be getting new ones. Thanks for that too. Have a good holiday season. Bye.
Hi Dorothy, it's Dave and Leslie Heumann. We wanted to thank you so much for the ministry that you've done at Hope as church administrator, and are wishing you the best in your next chapter in the ministry of the gospel.
Thank you, Dorothy. Splendid job, and we wish you the best in the years to come. Thank you.
Hi, Dorothy. Since we've been attending Hope, you have been the go-to person for just about everything. Being involved in the day-to-day tasks at church is not easy, especially during the vacancy, but you always had time for any questions, and your cheerfulness was contagious. Thank you so much for all that you have done on behalf of Hope Lutheran. You are a Christian servant in every sense of the word.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy.
We just want to say thanks to you for all the things that you've done for us in the last few years at Hope. We thank you for being knowledgeable, for anticipating needs, for being a jack of all trades, and being willing to do anything that needs to be done. We thank you for being especially super organized, but most importantly, we thank you for being a partner in faith. You're filled with trust in God, and you manifest that in your service.
Hope has been so blessed to have you as our administrator, and we really appreciate the job you did. Thank you.
When I came to work, when I came to church, I have a lot on my mind. Here at Hope Lutheran, every avenue I took told me, get in touch with Dorothee. Dorothee is the one to handle you, tell you where things are, what to do, when to be at a meeting, how long the meetings are going to be. And every avenue came to Dorothee. I thought to myself, she must be a Wonder Woman. But I can tell after being here almost 4 years, she is a Wonder Woman, led by God to be here for us. And she's done a marvelous job.
So in Philippians 1, verse 3, we read that I thank God in my remembrance of you. And so now today is a day that we get to say thank you to Dorothee Jones. We get to say thank you for an incredible amount of work that you've done, but more than that, the love that you have for the Lord and the way that that shows in your ministry. To say that I have been blessed and that I am blessed is probably an understatement. And to say that Hope Lutheran has been and is blessed is also an understatement. But from my bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, Dorothee, for your faith. I also want to thank Jim and all the kids because you gave up Dorothee to do all sorts of work at Hope. There were times that she wasn't at home. There were times that she brought work home. There were sacrifices that were made as an entire family. So I thank you also for your encouragement and support of Dorothee as she served. And so this is one of those moments in life where there's a change taking place, and that isn't a bad thing. I believe that God is opening up a new door for Dorothee to go and pursue some other opportunities, but also it opens up a door for other people to do opportunities at Hope. And so today is a day about saying thank you. And that's my focus, and that's my prayer, that I pray that we not only thank Dorothee and her family, but we thank God for the incredible blessing that has been brought to Hope Lutheran and to so many individual families and people. So from Colorado, I say thank you.
Hey, Dorothee.
Hi, Dorothee. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us over the years. We love you very much.
We can't wait to see all the new things you are able to do in your life. We love you so much. God bless.
Happy retirement.
Hi, Dorothee. Just wanted to thank you for all that you've been doing for us as our church administrator and keeping everything humming along and keeping us on the right track.
Thanks, Dorothee.
And we look forward to more ministry with you at Hope.
Hey, Dorothee, we just wanted to tell you how thankful we are to know you and how blessed we are to have you in our lives. The move and the call process and everything went so well because we had so much backup from you, getting everything figured out with flights and everything else, and not to mention sending paperwork and having it ready to go. We are so blessed. Now that we are here in Melbourne, you are responsible for a lot of that with your organization, and we are so thankful, again, to know you and to have you in our lives.
And I have to laugh because I think the first time we met you was on Zoom, and we were looking at our little screen like this, huddled together, talking to the group of you at Hope, just to get to know you before we came down. And you were always just such a kind, welcoming presence to us, and we sent you lots of emails asking about things and needing to track things down and trying to figure things out for Melbourne and realtors and all this stuff, and you were so helpful during that. You've been great since we've been here. We just consider you family already. We love you so much, and everything you do at the church is just amazing. You just make it look effortless, and you just take care of so much, and you take care of everybody, and you've been such a blessing for Hope.
Absolutely, yeah, and we're so thankful again for your ministry to us, to your brothers and sisters in Christ at Hope and beyond, and we can't wait to see what God has in store for you with your studies and everything else that you have going on. And as you can tell, Molly's very thankful for you too. Yeah. So thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you so much for being in our lives. and God's blessings to you as we continue to work together and see what God has in store.